Drama poodle, you have drama for daddy? Tell me the drama. Girlfriend found out that Jeffree spent $73,000 at Sephora because that she used her name and said that she was an employee at Sephora. Like, how dumb can you be? Does Jeffree have a case against Sephora?
8:01 p.m.
Oh, hey girl, I didn't see you there. Welcome to Mango Tea. Mango Tea. Made in China, bitch.
Hey, that brow though.
I need more highlight though.
No.
Later that same evening.
Drama poodle. There's so much drama. I don't know how I'm gonna film today's video.
15 minutes later.
Oh, you look so pretty, Drama Poodle. The shade looks so good on you. I love you so much, Drama Poodle.
Moments later.
Drama Poodle, you have drama for daddy? Tell me the drama. My goodness, Drama Poodle, thank you so much for telling daddy all of the drama. So bitch, Penelope was just telling me all of the drama about Jeffree Star and the security breach about the Sephora employee. I also have a lawyer on my channel today to discuss all of this, so bitch, put on your seatbelt, get your tea ready, because we're going on for a ride today. Let's go. So girl, do you remember 6 months ago when Jeffree Star had his information hacked from a Sephora employee then? Quick reminder, 6 months ago a Sephora employee was fired for stealing my number from my VIB Rouge account and texting me. So I was on Twitter and I was kind of shook because all of a sudden I'm reading that another Sephora employee hacked his information. And you would think like, girl, didn't you learn from the first time someone else from your company did this and it didn't end up too well? And I actually thought I was reading the story from 6 months ago and I thought like, oh, they must still be bringing it up, like girl has not gotten over getting her information hacked from the Sephora employee from 6 months ago. So this happened again. Oh, the drama. Why did I think I could be a drama channel? There's just so much drama and only one of me. So basically what happened was this girl who works at Sephora went on her computer at work and got all of Jeffree Star's information, all of his point and reward balances, everything from his Sephora profile, and decided to actually tweet out that she had his information. I thought that was just very interesting that she used her name and said that she was an employee at Sephora. Like, how dumb can you be to get his information and then say that you have it on your own Twitter profile? So girlfriend found out that Jeffree spent $73,000 at Sephora because he had 73,000 points on his Sephora account. You would think that Jeffree would be getting like so many PR packages and he would be like flooded with makeup all day and all night. Why is Jeffree Star going to spend his own money at Sephora? Is beyond me because he has his own makeup line as well. Like, what else do you need from Sephora at the mall? Now, you would think that Sephora would try to protect his personal information, especially after the last time. What they should have done after the last time was they should have went and like encrypted his personal identifying information, his address, his phone number. Like the average everyday Sephora employee that's at the mall or, you know, whatever, like they don't need Jeffree's information. Now I get it, if a manager or something needed his information or a shipping problem or something, yes, his information should be available, but not to like every single Sephora store, for example. You should have all your information encrypted if you're a celebrity. Like they should have an option where if you're a big name or you're a big spender, then your information is not public in the system just to like pull up just from any Sephora employee. Now, as a former Dry Bar employee, I'm gonna do a whole video exposing Dry Bar. I sued those bitches 3 times and won each and every single time. So girl, get ready for that video. If you want that video, let me know. But I would do that at the front desk. Like I would type in, you know, celebrities' names and stuff like that just to see, you know, people come to our location because I worked at the one in Beverly Hills. So I was always interested, like, oh, how much did they tip, for example? But I wouldn't like publicly, you know, tweet their phone number, for example, or wouldn't like actually take down their information. But I know your girl's a little bit nosy over here too, so I kind of get it, but I wouldn't actually reveal that information, because when you're an employee of any sort of business or store, you know, obviously you're going to be exposed to different business information, for example, and credit card numbers and all different sorts of stuff. So you know that you sign, for example, a confidentiality agreement at a lot of different businesses when you're dealing with high profile people, or just in general, you don't want to breach any customer's information. I wouldn't want my number out there, for example, if someone was mad at me and worked there or something and started exposing me. I wouldn't want that information out there. But this girl decides to publicly start telling other people about knowing Jeffree Star's point balance, for example, and all this other stuff. So I think Sephora should have already protected and wiped his information out of the system or something, because there's no reason why his information should have been breached again. And for someone that spends almost $100,000 a year at Sephora on makeup, you would think that they would really want to nurture and take care of Jeffree Star and make sure there's no issue with Jeffree Star, because he's a big baller at Sephora. So this is what Jeffree was tweeting out about Sephora. It's crazy how some people have no respect, and employees of stores will look up our information and publicly tweet that information. This is absolutely unacceptable. I'm not going to argue with anyone who thinks at any point in time it's okay to access anyone's personal and private information, then tweet it. That's a violation and 100% wrong. So Jeffree actually mentioned the employee who took his information, and this is the tweet that he sent out to that girl. At KAET, you should be fired for exposing my information and looking me up at work. How unprofessional and gross. So then I try to go on this girl's page, but it appears she tried to change her Twitter handle because, of course, Jeffree Star has millions of followers, millions of subscribers, so she probably just didn't want to get attacked or any sort of like public sort of thing going on after her. So this is what Sephora responded back to Jeffree Star. At Jeffree Star, we're very sorry that this has happened and thank you for bringing this tweet to our attention. We take your privacy concerns very seriously and we are already looking into this. Thank you. Now, after Sephora was saying like, oh, they take the privacy information so seriously, blah, 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 it just seemed like a very corporate sort of response. Like, they don't really take it seriously. Because if they did, this wouldn't have happened a second time. So I really think that Sephora just has to really work on encrypting their information or whatever it is. I agree with Jeffree on all that information.
The next day,
I got granted an exclusive interview today with my husband, Jeff, who's an attorney.
My sugar daddy.
And we got to talk today about Jeffree Star, the Sephora security breach, as well as Kylie Cosmetics. So here it is. Okay, so bitch, I have my legal advisor Jeff here with me, and we were just talking about all of the latest drama about Jeffree Star. So as I was filling Jeff in on all of the drama, we were talking about how his data was breached via an employee of Sephora. So what we wanted to talk to you guys about is if Jeffree Star himself has any case against Sephora or the girl who actually leaked the information. Does Jeffree have a case against Sephora?
Probably yes, but it's not particularly valuable unless he can prove actual damages occur. Most companies like Sephora have privacy policies in place where they outline, I'm sure you've seen it whenever you get some statement from a credit card, you get this multi-page, single space, tiny print and about their privacy practices, and if you're like me, you throw it promptly in the garbage. But those outline how they're supposed to keep and protect your information. If an employee purposefully leaks or discloses someone's private information, it can cause a lot of damage to the company, not just the reputation, but legally as well. Even though this person may have acted on their own, if they're employed by a corporation, and that corporation has liability for any damages that Mr. Star may have suffered.
So, this employee specifically was giving the phone number to another drama channel and had his phone number and his address and all this different information on Jeffree, and then they specifically leaked the information that Jeffree spent $73,000 at Sephora that year. So when they're releasing that type of confidential information, I'm sure because it's his private shopping information, I'm sure he wouldn't want that out there or known. What type of credit card details, and should Jeffree go after Sephora for what was occurring?
Litigation is very time-consuming, expensive, stressful. The recovery at the end of the day may not be worth it. It just depends on someone's capacity to endure litigation and all that goes along with it. No one wants their private information released. That's confidential. That's an invasion of privacy. So there may be some nominal damages awarded for that.
But girl, it's the second time that this happened to Jeffree Star with Sephora, though. This isn't something that happened on a one-time basis. It's the second time his information was breached.
Well, if it's the second time, let's say this employee did it once, the company knew about it and didn't fire the person, then and kept the person on, and they did it again. Now they've really got a problem if you're the corporation.
Thanks for coming on my channel today, bitch. Part 2 coming tomorrow of Jeffree Star versus Kylie Cosmetics. If you like this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to your girl, leave a comment down below, and I'll see you on my next video. Oh, I love you, drama poodle.